What up, guys? Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is STS. This is Simple Review. This is the second, so this is going to be my first ever full collection of all the reviews. I'll have all the movies. But it is the Critters collection, and we are at the main course, aka Critters 2. Now, Critters 2 is pretty, actually. I like that. This is another film that, so far, the Critters franchise has not let me down. It has not let me down. It's just the same thing. It's just over. It's just the same. It's like the first one. I really prefer Critters over Gremlins style. Supposedly I read, it's Wikipedia, I never know. I suppose I read that Critters was already in a it was already written before Gremlins was. So let's see who the copycats are here. I don't know, maybe, but nothing really to it. It's basically almost like a sequel to the first one, which is a sequel, you know. But it's not a new storyline. But I mean, it's at the same Bender's. Let's see what it's called. Bender's Grove, I believe. Bender's Grove. Let's see. There's Critters there, Mark. Sorry about that, but this was pretty fun. I'm not. I mean, I'll have to start. This is gonna be a quick review, pretty much. That I'm trying to do. I'm just getting the information, but it's in the same city, or it's the same town, and it has Brad. Now Brad has been Brad Brown. He was young. Now he's a teenager. He's come back to see his grandma, and the bus driver's like, "Oh, did you hear about this place?" He's like, "Yeah." I mean, he's like, "There's some space aliens here, or space porcupines, or something." And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "No." He was trying to take it away because he's brown. He's like, "Oh, you know any browns?" "Oh, we don't know any browns." And he covered his name because the suitcase was on his name. His name was on the suitcase. But he goes and hangs with Nana, which, he hangs with Nana. It's his grandmother's house, and she runs a daycare and stuff, and that's how they go to Koryata. And then we see that there's a shot of the boy at one half. There's a shot of the bounty hunters, which kind of was a letdown here. I mean, the bounty hunters weren't, well, basically, you know, they're the heroes that can kill these damn things. Well, besides humans can do it, to kill the critters, but they look so they look so fucking awesome and badass on the first Critters film. And I mean, here it was the same characters, Charlie, but yet the other guy, he got killed. So Charlie almost took his place because he was like their lackey assistant. Was Bradley's friend from the first one. He was the drunk, but he knows what he's doing. He's smart, you know. And they find out that their bounty for the Krites was not over. There's still some Krites or critters left. Like, what the heck? And then we have a scene of the Browns. So it was because of the ending of the first film. There was some eggs still left there, and now the eggs are transported or maybe they still were there in the farmhouse. So, and then this antique guy gets it. Well, this one kid, and he's actually the guy from Heavyweights from Disney. He used to be the guy using the buddy system. Buddy. But he gets this antique. He gets this antique. No, my son's loud as hell. He gets this antique. He thinks something worked, but it's the dang eggs. He thinks they're Easter eggs, like a Cookster's dish and whatnot. But then the Nana, his grandma, Bradley's grandma, said, "Oh, where's those Easter eggs?" And she actually bought some. She bought one for a little girl, and she bought some for the church, for the pageant. So then after this, well, the egg hatches at the one chick's house. But no, they actually hatched the pageant because they were close to some heaters or something. That's how it was. They're close to heat. That's when they woke up. They erupted, and I mean, they're the same thing. The critters are still the shit. They still like the same. You know, I think it's hilarious getting people, them killing them and stuff. But I think it was more darker than the first film. But maybe. I mean, the second was pretty dark too. Mick Garris directed it too. He directed The Stand. The Stand, or whatever, I can't say the word. But, so the eggs hatch every fucking where. But then the girl that the Nana got her said, "Oh, this is for you." It hatched, but it got stepped on by her father, so I thought that was funny. Well, it's just an on and off battle. But remember, they look at Bradley as another thing. Side note that Bradley's disliked in the city because he thought like they were saying Bradley cried critter. And like, well, he was speaking the truth. But people were disbelieving. Oh, just because ever since he's been here, this shit's happened. No, it's because they got hatched here. Because you guys are stupid. The people who did that. I saw it in the video. I mean, that's how it was. But well, but there's a shit ton right now. They're flying everybody. And so they said, well, why don't we just make like hamburgers and make like a bomb in there, put a bomb in there. So they ended up having traveling. But he's like, but then they went back because like, what the hell is this? They're like, meat with bones. Well, there's going to be a big one. So the big one doesn't really matter. The big one was like, he was like acting weird, you know. The big one, he's like, what the heck? And they're saying hamburger meat with no bone. So they end up going there, and then the thing changes and hurries out. It's the shapeshifter. It's Ugg. And Ugg was like, because also Ugg was pissed off earlier on because his other guy he got shot. And then they make this, well, he made himself to a chick. So this alien was being a chick. So, and you get to see some titties too. In a PG-13 film, 1987, 1988. I mean, come on, really? That was unheard of. PG-13. Well, they come be big, but they end up coming out of they think they destroyed it with the bomb and everything, but they come out with this big ball of critters. It's on the cover is actually what it was about. Right there, it's a big ball of 1,000 of them. They're like minions, beyond dangerous. But they end up going around, and then Charlie, who's the drunk, he was in the first film. He was only Bradley's friend. He's in ship. Says, "I'm a bounty hunter. I'm a bounty hunter," and he grabs the ship and he goes right forward, suicide dives, and destroys all those critters. And people think he died. And then Ugg changes his face to Charlie. But then he goes up, and then out of nowhere, well, Bradley gets his kiss with the girl. I forgot her name was Megan Morgan. That was her name, but he gets kissed. But he ends up flying. Charlie flies, and he survived. He was in a parachute. So this nerd, this drunk, whatever, he knows something. He's smart, very smart. But yeah, Brad gets his kiss, and then he gets out. I mean, here you go. What's great? This scenario. What happened? But this is back in the day where there's no cell phones or anything. So I say he just went back every summer, and they must have hung out. Or, I mean, that's just a happily ever after story. You don't believe those stories, but... Or maybe he went there once a month. It was his grandmother's, by the way, so... Or he went there once a week, every month. Which, that would be bad, but then again, it would be bad, though. But, yeah, that'd be something. And at the ending, there's no critters. So basically, that closed it off. So, the first and second one are like sequels. Now, the next one I'm going to do... Well, before I do that... I mean, let's see what this says. I mean, this was pretty good, the release. Yeah, it was the last film also be released theatrically, and that's pretty cool. I mean, it was good though. It made a lot of money. The movie did, and I mean, let's do it now. I'll recommend it. Yes. This whole Critter collection has been amazing. Now I got 2 more Critters. Critters 3's next, and that features the debut of Leonardo DiCaprio. Really, wow. This rare gem here. And do I hope it'll be good? I think it will be. I mean, these things are so funny to watch, kill and just act, and be running like a Sonic the Hedgehog. But letter grade B. Or I put the B minus, whatever. And member grade 8. So Critters gets 10 out of 10, but this one gets an 8. So that's Critters 3, and next I'm gonna do another horror film. That's what I do, because I'm not gonna lie, because I was gonna say the next Critters film, but I don't want to get too caught up on this and get burned out. These 4 movies, so I'm gonna do another horror film, and it's probably gonna be a random one. So peace, guys. See you soon.